What's going on, everybody? It's Taylor Dunn, comedian and host of the Mac Daddy Seminar podcast. I really appreciate everybody that's been listening, and I've been getting a lot of feedback on a lot of my videos. One of the questions that was recently asked to me was some of the things that I enjoy cooking, because I've spoken out on the podcast before about things that I like to cook. That's one of my hobbies. I really like to cook. And this morning, I'm going to show y'all how to make a breakfast burrito my style. So making these burritos are actually pretty simple. A lot of the ingredients here I bought for like $1 or $2, except for that. That is not on the menu this morning. But yeah, so basically all you're gonna need for this is some cheese. I like to use the Mexican blend, the Freedom's Choice, because I'm cheap. You got your vegetable oil. You're gonna use that for frying a lot of your stuff. Conecuh sausage, that's the only sausage that any human being should eat ever. You got your flour tortillas. If you want to use corn tortillas, you can, but it's not really necessary. You can use them if you want to. The O'Brien potatoes, or I guess Hacienda potatoes, work fine. This dollar of these cost me, or this bag of these cost me like $1 at the store, so they're pretty cheap. Eggs, of course, you gotta have your eggs. Butter, that is a prerequisite in the South. You have butter for everything. Normally, I would use a hot sauce like Louisiana or Texas Pete, but I don't have any of that. So this morning I'm gonna make it real fancy with some Taco Bell mild sauce. You got your salsa. This taco ranch stuff, I picked this up at Walmart, and I really like this stuff. It's really good. And last but not least, you're gonna need your frying pan with a spatula. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is start getting my pan hot, and I'm going to add a little bit of vegetable oil. Not too much. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cook our potatoes. So you don't need too much, because you don't want it to swim in oil. Okay, so now my potatoes are cooking. It's gonna take them a little bit to get hot. And basically with these, it's pretty self-explanatory. All you have to do is just kind of move them around like this until they start to get brown. Add a little bit of butter and a little bit of salt, and then I put them in a bowl whenever I'm done cooking them. Okay, so while this is cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting up the sausage. I've already started it right here. Basically, I'm only making one burrito today for me, but obviously if you make more, you can, make a burrito for yourself in the morning, but I only need enough for me this morning. So basically what I do with this is I just cut it into discs, I guess, like this. And then once I do that, I cut it into fours, and I make these little cubes. And I want to cube up everything nice to cook once the potatoes are done. Add a little bit of salt, just a little bit. I know it looks like I have something wrong with me, but just a little bit of salt, pepper, and butter, and those will be done here in just a few minutes. Okay, so those are about done when they start looking like that, so I'm about to put those in a bowl, and next I'm going to start cooking the sausage. Okay, so now that the potatoes are done and are in a bowl, I am cooking the sausage, and this is really simple. You just put up those cut up cubes into the pan with a little bit of butter, and you just stir them around until they start to get a little bit cooked, a little bit brown to them. You see that one little piece right there? Yeah, you don't want to do it too much, because then they'll be burnt. So you just kind of got to eyeball it, and yep, it's just that simple. Okay, so now I got my potatoes and my sausage. They're done in a bowl waiting, and now I'm cooking the most important part, the eggs. All I did with this is just obviously butter in the pan, move it around, and then that's 3 eggs scrambled with a little bit of milk. And then I'm just gonna cook that a little bit, and then I'm going to add a little bit of this cheese, a little salt and pepper, and mix it around. And then that'll be it for the eggs. Okay, so my eggs with cheese are scrambled. Everything is good to go. So now I'm going to do the most important part. I'm going to add the contents of this bowl. Okay, and then all I'm gonna do is mix this up real nice, and then it'll be time to put it in the tortillas. Okay, so now I have the contents inside my burrito. I'm still not done yet though. Basically, all I did for the tortilla is I heated it up in the microwave for like 10 seconds. It just makes it a little bit softer and a little bit easier to move around. I'm gonna add my other ingredients real quick, and then I'm gonna show you how to roll it. Okay, so all of my sauces are now on the burrito. It is completely ready to go. Now, the cool thing about this burrito is that you can mix and match and do whatever you want to with it based on your personal taste. Sometimes I like to add a little bit of avocado, or maybe some fresh cut tomatoes or something like that. It's completely up to you. This is just one of the ways that I do it. It's quick and it's easy. So basically, now that everything's inside the tortilla itself, I'm gonna show you how to roll it and finish this thing up. Okay, now I realize that this may be a little bit hard to see, just because I'm the only person here and I don't have anybody to hold it and show you while I roll it, because it does require two hands. So you're just gonna have to kind of use your imagination. So what I'm gonna do for this burrito right here, I'm going to pick up these two sides, okay? And I'm gonna put them towards the middle, like this. Then, with my thumbs, I'm gonna reach up under and tuck it over, just like that, okay? And you can kind of push in the sides right here, and then use the weight of the burrito itself on top of the tortilla, and it should look something like that. See, nice and neat. All right, that's pretty much it. This is our breakfast burrito, wrapped up in tin foil. Now, the cool thing about this is, you know, you can make several, and if you want to save one for yourself tomorrow morning, you just wrap it up in tin foil, put it in the fridge, and you got breakfast on the go when you're headed out the house in the morning. All right, guys, there you have it. That is how you make Taylor Dunn's homemade breakfast burrito. Like I said, you can add anything you want to this recipe. It's very, very simple. It's great for if you have kids that like to help out with breakfast in the mornings. It's great for, you know, making yourself breakfast today and having something on the go for tomorrow. And it's also good if you have a lot of people over. Sometimes I'll make as much as like 6 of these at a time. So if you like this video, like, subscribe, and let me know what you'd like for me to cook next. Thanks a lot.